Hi there folks, welcome back to my channel, and for this video I am in East Dumbartonshire. I'm in a wee town, I think it's pronounced Twechar. It's spelled T-W-E-C-H-A-R, so if I'm pronouncing it correctly just let me know in the comments section below. But it's just a wee town that people probably would drive right through and not give a second thought to. But where I'm actually going to be visiting is called Barhill Roman Fort. So this is actually part of the Antonine Wall. I will actually be able to show a really clear example of the Forth and Clyde Canal following the road of the Antonine Wall, or following the route of the Antonine Wall, because the Roman Fort is just behind me. It's just, I have to go back through the town a wee bit, and the Forth and Clyde Canal is, I would say, about 100 yards in front of me. So I'll be able to show that, and yeah, and you also get a really clear view of the Campsie Fells, which would have been beyond the Roman Empire, if you're going by location of the wall. So we'll be heading out in just a moment to wander up to the fort itself. Because I think this is one of the ones that has been excavated, and there is sections that are, well, there's bits that are set up so you can actually get an idea of the layout of the fort itself. So again, if you're enjoying my videos, if you're enjoying my channel, if you can click on the subscribe button, click on that notification bell, leave some likes, leave some comments, it's always really appreciated. And if you'd like to support the channel further, I will post a link to the channelscoffee.com page, the PayPal account and the TikTok account in the description bar below, and in a pinned comment in the comments section. So with that out the roads, I'm going to grab my things and head on out. So we've got the Forth and Clyde Canal, and we've got the Campsie Fells over in that direction. And that'll be the canal heading eastwards, out towards Edinburgh, that direction. Yeah, so that's the name of the town I'm in just now. And it just goes to prove that yeah, there are place names in Scotland that even stump Scots. Yeah, I've just spotted somebody's got a line rampant flying in the back garden. Yeah, that's the Royal Standard of Scotland. Yeah, so what you're looking for when you come to town, keep an eye out for the War Memorial, and you'll see the sign for Barhill Fort, and it's got some information as well next to that. So Twechar itself does pretty much seem to be just this one street and the industrial estate. So I'm just going to head over. Yeah, Kirkintilloch's not really that far away. That's where you've got the old Kirk Museum, which looks at the Roman history and archaeology of the area, obviously especially focusing on the Antonine Wall, which should be pretty much that area behind me just there. And you can also see how close we are to the Campsies. Yeah, I think the Campsie Glen is over in that direction. And I think the Wangy will be over there somewhere. Yeah, I think you can just make it the Kilpatrick Braes. But I'm gonna keep walking up and try and see if I can get to the fort. Yeah, so if you are going to be coming up to Barhill Fort, the track to it is a farm track. It's a working farm, so just bear that in mind. There's a chance it could be cattle in the area. So if you're coming up with your dog, just keep the dog on a leash at all times. And just bear that in mind as well for your own safety. Yeah, the main path's just up there. I've just come down this wee side track, and because it does look, it's probably not that very clear in the video itself, but this does look like it might be possibly the line of the wall with the ditch on one side. So it's obviously just become very overgrown over the centuries, because some of these trees do look very old. Yeah, it's actually quite a steep climb in places. I thought the worst of it would have been down at the when you come in, but it just seems to be getting steeper. So again, do dress sensibly, good pair of shoes, and come prepared for a walk. Yeah, I've just come around the corner, and this is the vista that just opened up. Over in that direction, I don't know if you can quite see this in the video, but I can see what looks like Whiteley Wind Farm. Pretty sure I can make out the Nielsen Pad and the Craigie, and I suspect that might be the top of Arran over on the far horizon. Yeah, so if you follow the road up that I've just came along, and you'll see this wee signpost for the John Muir Way. So, pointing back the way I've just came, it's pointing up to my left. So the fort's going to be up on the left hand side. So, it's just up along there. Yeah, it's quite a tight wee style, especially if you've got a backpack on. Let's just head up this way. Yeah, and Croy Hill's not far from here as well. So that's the section of the Antonine Wall up there. So, an important bit of information. This is a scheduled ancient monument, and it's protected by law. So, any damage of any form is a legal offence. So this is the fort here itself. You can just make out some of the lumps and bumps from the earthworks. I'll just give you something of an idea of the fort itself. So this is the highest point of the Antonine Wall. That gives you an idea of the layout of the fort. Try and not get my shadow in so you can read that. Yeah, with this being the highest point on the Antonine Wall, with the commanding views you get up here as well, you can just see how important this site would have been. And you had to remember all these trees wouldn't be here, and they probably would have kept the landscape quite clear around the fort itself, around the wall. Because in fact you can pretty much see all the way from Renfrewshire, in East Renfrewshire, you can pretty much see the top of Goat's Fell on Arran, and you'll be able to get really commanding views over to the east as well. And obviously you'll be able to see MD coming down from the north. So if any of the Scottish tribes or the Caledonian tribes were coming to try and attack, they'd be seen before they could ever get anywhere near the wall. And be probably one hell of a climb to get here as well. And there's definitely plenty of these information boards. So that's supposed to be an artist's impression of Antonius Pius, who the Antonine Wall was named after. He was the one who ordered its construction. So that gives you an idea of the location of where we are. So you've got Twechar down there, and we've got the Barhill Fort. Kilsyth to the north, with Croy Hill Fort, Westerwood Hill Fort, and the Castle Carey Fort. So that's running from west to east. So Croy and Westerwood and the other ones are over in that direction. So this here's one of the buildings for the fort itself. So got these wee kind of concreted areas here. They'd be following the line of the walls. We've actually got that wee featured in the grass there. That's actually the well, which would have been the water source for the fort. And as information board was saying as well, there would have been shrines in this fort, because this has been one of the probably the most important of the forts. And this has been where the soldiers would have come to give their offerings to the gods. So they have a regimental bathhouse here as well. So that'd be the artist's impression of what it looked like. So bear in mind that artist's impression of what the bathhouse would have looked like, because that's what we have now. It's certainly not as extensive as the bathhouse at Bathgate. But they've done its job, I'm sure. But you can still make out some of the original stonework. So Barhill Roman Fort's just up there. When you come out the other side, and you see another sign for the John Muir Way, and so you head up that way, and I think that might be where Croy Hill is. I'm going to wander up. You do see glimpses of the ditch that they run along the wall. It's pretty much on the opposite side of these trees here. That's the kind of line that comes round and heads round in that direction. Just going to see what's up here. What I was seeing when I came round out the fort is this here. So that's what's in front of me. So this is actually the remains of an Iron Age fort, which would have been here before the Romans showed up. So there's some information there. And it gives you an aerial view of the hill fort itself. So you can see in this bit here, that was a bit of the ditch that I was pointing at as I was walking up. So I've come across the other side of the Antonine Wall. I'm on the other side of the ditch. You can actually get a really good view of the earthworks for the old hill fort. Some of the old ramparts. I don't know how much you can actually hear of what I'm saying because this wind's picking up, but looking down that way you can clearly see the ditch and the wall continuing down that direction down towards Croy Hill. And I think you can actually make out Croy Hill on the other side, just beyond those houses. Well, that's me finished my little exploration of Barhill Roman Fort. Definitely an interesting place to come and explore, and especially with it being so close to Croy Hill as well. You could probably easily walk from where I started off up to this hill fort and along to Croy. If you were really feeling fit enough and up for it, you could probably easily do it. And there's also the fact that it's on the John Muir Way as well. So if you are wanting to do one of the long distance walks, might be one of interest, especially if you are getting to see not just nature, but also some important Scottish archaeology. So hopefully you'll have found this video interesting, hopefully you've found this intriguing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.